Warm blessings. Master Shaman PaLiChee here today. Someone had commented and asked if I can explain about Nengzi Ningo. And Nengzi Ningo has a lot to do with the souls that has moved on. So souls that were once here and has moved on. They were actually souls that were married. So people that were married from ancient times and has moved on, crossed over, and has come back, but not as in a human form. They have come back as spirits to help guide the ones that are living. So then they are actually spirits that have been married and basically kept wedded in the spiritual form, and but yet come back. They have come back as ancestors that were once married and are now guiding those ones that are living. So the living. So we call those Nengzi Nengo. Why? Because they were once a couple that were married. And so they've come back now to couples that are married. And they can come to a couple or they can come to an individual, but typically they're coming to couples. And so these couples that are married get to receive, depending if they are in the likelihood of receiving these couples that are spirit guides or a spirit guide couple. And so Nengzi Nengo means they are the married, they are married spirits that guide the living. And so typically couples would receive these Nengzi Nengo to help guide them on their spiritual journeys. And so couples in the last, I would say, 10, 12 years have been receiving these Nengzi Nengo. And so when they receive these Nengzi Nengo, which is the guiding spirit guides that were once married on earth but have come back to guide them, this is one form that they come back in. To couples in these days, in this day, the living couple, to help guide them on their journey to know who they are, their roots, and so it guides them to a direction in their lives for love, life, and family. So most couples that receive spirit guides guiding them in their spiritual journey can be a very interesting journey together. And typically, they either one don't agree with each other due to their own backgrounds, but these couple spirit guides come in to help them see life in a different fashion, see life differently, and see life more openly so that they, as a couple here, the living couple, can get along with each other. So that's my short explanation of Nengzi Ningo. Um, Nengzi Ningo also helps the family to get along with each other, the kids, and then the couple themselves to communicate better with each other. But before that even happens, they have to keep an open mind and they must be willing to share the teachings of the couple spirit guides, from the couple spirit guides, that is, to each and every one of them. So one couple, the wife and the husband, must be able to be willing to share towards each other what the couple spirit guides has been teaching that one person, or the husband or the wife. And so they must come and combine to share with each other their experiences so that they can learn from one another. The reason why the couple spirit guides has landed in their laps and is there to teach them is so that they can learn how to work together and basically become warriors as a team. So I hope that this video has helped those of you that has couple spirit guides to understand and to be more knowledgeable, and to share with each other lovingly within your own family, with yourself as a couple, to work together, to become warriors together, and to basically fight any negative energies that tries to enter into your family, and protect your family well from anything that has been coming in to corrupt your family. In the meantime, also work with a couple spirit guides to find out what is the truth, and to use that truth to your knowing and your best knowledge to help those that help those family members that feel disconnected to reconnect again. Anything that any one person or individual that tries to disconnect from your own family member, your own blood family member, is definitely not a good sign. So that therefore, say the wife or the husband can't tell, let's say the wife can't tell the husband, you need to disconnect from your relatives or your cousins because they're bad influence. Yes, they are bad influence, but the husband has to also see that himself. And if they are bad influence, then he has to disconnect. But yet he can still keep a sort of a loving, neutral connection with them until they get healed or get healing or get better if they are a bad influence, depending on what your description of a bad influence person is. So typically, bad influence, what I mean is somebody that does, that will do drugs just because, or that will influence no life. For example, they will influence things that will cause a person to not have life. So as in death. So going into the death row or the death path, anything like that would not be good influence. So for per se. So for example, if that relative is trying to influence the husband to go into the death row, right, into death path, then that's not going to be a good influence. Because why? Benevolent being benevolent and doing good things or good deeds always leads to life or light, not dark or death. So that is also for each one of the couple, each partner, to know and to decipher for themselves if they are going into not good areas in life. So not to say that you should not disconnect, you should not disconnect from family members. But if they are really bad, then tell them, ask them, let them know that they need to get help and healing. But you also, as a person, as a partner, needs to know when to protect your family as well, and to reconnect when the time is right. So this is a little bit on, we went into a little bit of family and disconnection, because I know that that happens a lot, especially when you as a couple are experiencing differences in your spirit guidance. And then especially when you have couple guidances or couple spirit guides that are trying to help you become a better couple, live and here and living and well, but then you're having disputes over being judged by relatives or family members, or which way to go, which way to believe, what faith is best. And I think that you both need to come back together, have a good talk or have a good meditation together, something that will bring the heart to heart conversation, and to be honest and have integrity with one another, so that you can move on in trust. All right. Any questions and or comments, please comment down below, and I will be here to answer any questions as much as I can. And I think we'll leave it here. Warm blessings from Master Shaman PaLiChee. Bye-bye till next time.